They're trying to keep us out.
Well, I'm a witness on that case, and I
Yeah.
should be in that building.
Even though we were, just so you all know, we were beat up by some of the mayor's thugs. And they're doing a kangaroo court trial here today.
Where I can't even
which
be
shouldn't
a
even
witness
happen
in the
here.
court, and that is not justice.
She was
Because
assaulted, I was assaulted and
two
battered.
assaults.
Yeah. By the
Where the
mayor's
Harvey
people.
police did not file charges on Jedediah Brown for the assault on Amir Shakur and the
Tell 'em
assault by Keisha Stokes on
Right.
Ryan Sinwowski, and
Right.
they did not file charges.
That's right. So the alderwoman's daughter attacked
Is it-
me.
You are living in a town where there is no justice, and this is the United States of America, and we should believe that there would be justice when we are beat up.
Right.
So Harvey is not doing justice, and their police are a kangaroo
court.
court.
Yes, exactly.
I agree.
Yep. So if you didn't do it, don't pay those fines. They'll stop ticketing people if you don't pay, but you have to appeal to Markham. Because we can't even get justice, and the mayor's thugs beat us up. So they don't play, so you don't play with them.
Jedediah Brown went on Myrtle in Harvey on July 14th, and he had no authorization to kick in the doors of a squatter house where there were a Latino family with children. And he started pulling them out of the building with no authorization, and nothing has been done to him by the city of Harvey.
Right.
We want justice.
Right. Yes. Yes. But you have to fight back. If you pay them, they're going to keep ticketing people. You cannot pay them if you didn't do it. Go to Markham. Appeal to Markham. Appeal to Markham. People have they've gotten their cars towed, paid $1,000 to get their cars out for a light bulb that was out. I mean, it's horrible. They don't care. They just want to steal your money.
I'm a witness on the Amir Shakur case. So be in there. You're not doing your job. That's illegal and unfair.
Right. The police don't even like the mayor. Oh, and here's Hassan, you guys. Here's Hassan. Hassan, and remember, this is the young lady that they are charging her with battery because she was defending herself against one of the mayor's thugs. So they're not only are they not getting justice, but they're trying to get her in trouble. So if you just tuned in, they took Amir in and his daughter, but they would not allow me or Beth to enter, and we were all on the report and all on the case together. There's the guy that always harasses me at the meetings. And the guy that said don't come in, that's Deputy Chief Charles, who attacked me. Here's Magana right here.
Taking a stand for you in Harvey, so it will be safer and better. We're getting down to
Right, tell him, Beth.
I know.
I love it.
Come.
Because it's true. It's true.
It's true.
We're peaceful, but we don't want to take this shit.
It's the real deal.
Clark is Trump Jr. He's just a little Trump.
Ryan, I'm gonna get back.
Did they tell you though? They said
It's
they're
up to you.
gonna take this line first and then? Why would they put you guys on a separate public line?
It's for truck related.
Yeah, but still, like. Yeah.
They don't fucking care. They just want your money. Pay up, pay up.
Yeah.
And they'll even tell you, they hand out a little flyer. It says, here, if you pay, you don't have to wait. Just go away. They don't care. They just want money. You can pay on your phone and leave, and they're good. Oh, really? Oh, girl, you must have you really made them happy. What did you do? But this, This is worse than like anywhere. There's Hassan. So yeah, I thought we were gonna go. I was gonna go in with Amir. They took Amir and Ari in. Now they were attacked. Remember, me, Beth, Amir, and Ari were all attacked on July 14th. So I don't know why Deputy Charles, the one who roughed me up and violated my rights when I was arrested in Harvey meeting, he came out and then he said, "No, just Amir. You can't come in. You can't come in." And then Magana showed up. You guys know Magana by now, right? He's harassed me. He's harassed. You saw him manhandling Colby when she was arrested last time. So Magania's here too, playing tough guy. I mean, it's all just one big harassment extortion scene. We need your help. So if you want to help and show your solidarity and your protest, one thing you could do is you could call Harvey City Hall. I don't have the number on me right now, but French, could you Google the number for Harvey City Hall and tell people if they want to express their solidarity right now, because we are not getting justice here. They won't even let me in. They won't let Beth in, but they took Amir and his daughter. I want to make sure that justice is done. That's why they don't want us all in there together, because they're going to try to just slap the wrist of Jedediah and the other people that assaulted and battered people on July 14th, and that's not okay. That's right. They're trying to sabotage Hassan by blocking you, protecting the mayor's interests. Yep. So yeah, French, I know a lot of people are working right now, but if you can, French, or anybody, just look up the number and put it in the chat for Harvey City Hall and tell people to call. I know it's 708, but I forget what else. Actually, wait, maybe it's on the flyer here. Maybe this is on the flyer here. There's Magana. See Magana? Here's the number, you guys, right here. See it, French? Right here. Right here. 708-210-5300. So if you're watching this, call that number and say you want justice. 708-210-5300. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Can you guys see it? I'm sorry. It's also hard because there's a reflection. There you go. 708. You see it, French? It's right there. 708-210-5300.
What are you
So, call. My channel is Ryan's Gay Chicago. It's all one word. Ryan's Gay Chicago. Yeah. I cover Harvey stuff and Southland stuff a lot, though. We have shootings here. They don't get reported. We have unsolved murders. We have, they don't care. It's all about taking money. And I bet you a lot of you probably don't even live in Harvey, do you? You're probably passing through, and they pulled you over, and they said, "Oh, you gotta."
Well, they told me they had nothing on me until they pulled my insurance.
Oh,
They
okay.
had nothing on me.
Because I interviewed one guy, and he said they took his legal pot. They ticketed him because he had a light out, and he had to pay $1,000 to get the car. Or they towed, because they towed the car. And then he was like, "Why did you take my weed? I just bought it from a dispensary. I live in Indiana. That's why I went to buy the weed here, legally."
To get the car, then to pay this fee, and then this fee, and then this
Right.
fee.
So, hey, girl, I'm so pissed. They won't let me in, but Amir and his daughter are in there, and they won't let me or Beth in. Get him, Trina. Get him, girl. Trina doesn't play. She doesn't play. Now watch. Oh yeah, here's Trina, you guys. This should be good. This should be good.
That's a residential area.
This is all fun. I'll tell you shortly. Okay, good. So here's Trina. Trina Downs. Thank you. And she's trying to make a big sting for us, which we appreciate.
12 p.m.
Trina, what did I tell you?
They said that they haven't started court yet, and none of them know who the judge is.
They didn't even start court yet?
They said,
What the hell?
that's what they said.
Well, Amir said he saw Keisha Stokes in there. So she's in there somewhere, but they won't let me in. They won't let Beth in. The guy that
How you guys been in line? You pretty much in the front. How long you been in line, Beth?
Since about 14 minutes to 12 hours in line.
How long was you in line? Was you here with
We've been
me
here
or
about.
you just got here?
Oh yeah, no, I've been waiting since noon. Yeah, about a half hour.
So why won't they let anybody inside?
Because they're trying to pull some shit because they only let Amir and his daughter in. So I think they're trying to. Because
I know that case is not supposed to be heard here.
No, it's
and that's
not.
going to be the last case that judge hears. Let them know that.
Right.
They'll be under Illinois judicial review.
Right. You can't have them.
Trina. Jedediah Brown was in the building and he's already left the premises.
What? So Jedediah's in there, but we're not allowed in?
Vehicle with Shelby Shell and with Tasha Holloway.
Shelby Shell.
Are they
Shelby
still here?
Shell is one
I
of the
saw her
child
earlier.
supporters of INA.
Yeah, I know who Shelby is.
And Tasha Holloway, and they left in the black vehicle with him. And he was in the building, and he left with them. And he's supposed to be in a hearing with Amir Shakur, and he already left the premises.
Right.
Okay, who want to file an FBI report on Mayor Clark and a judge in these premises?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Nobody? That's the problem.
Jedediah Brown is he's like the hitman for Clark, basically.
Do you know your local FBI office is located
So here's
in
Magana right here.
Range Road. They right down the street.
I understand, Mandy, but they can't take lunch for court because it just started at noon. They told everybody to be here at noon.
Do you know you can file
But hey, Mandy, thanks for tuning in, Mandy. That's Magana with the sunglasses again.
Does anybody know how to file a complaint on the police? Does anybody know how to get a police officer decertified so they can't work no more? Because some of these officers may need to be decertified.
They sure do. Yep.
Baby, I'm finna go. Y'all gonna have to email me another one.
So they gonna force y'all. So they force y'all to stand outside after your court time starts.
Right. Yeah. No, I know that's their normal lunch break, but yeah, it's just all so disorganized and rude. Right. Yeah. And then you guys, if you just tuned in, they told one of the ladies that was ticketed, that was here for court. Luckily, she told us. The cops didn't tell us. They said if you're parked in the back lot, you got to move your car because they're gonna tow you.
I thought they was done with that under Kellogg. And they kicked the police though down too.
They taking lunch right now. Don't bother.
Oh,
They on the
that's what I was
lunch
thinking.
break.
That's what it said. Lunchtime.
Sorry, they should clean their windows. You can't even see in there. Can't even see in
Amir
there.
inside and Beth said that Jedediah left the building.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He left the building and he had a case. He left in the vehicle with Tasha Holloway and
Did
Shelby
he come back?
Really?
I have not seen him for the
Oh, okay. Well, keep your eye out.
He's like, I ain't dealing with this. If he ain't dealing with this, I ain't dealing with this either. He don't get this.
That's Magana again. So they're not doing anything. The cops are just hanging around.
Can I get locked up? No, because I'm not advocating.
So again, if you want to help protest, you can call City Hall number right here. Call and express your dissatisfaction and say you want justice. You can dial 708-210-5300. 708-210-5300. Please call. If you want something to do, you can call. Wherever you're at in the country, you can call. Call this number, 708-210-5300. Call them and say you want justice. You want justice. It's that simple. It's that simple. for us, for those of us that were assaulted and battered by the mayor's goons, and for all these people here that are here. Many of them are here for bogus tickets. They're getting fined up the wazoo, and it's all a money grab. It's all greedy.
I'm at the door right now. This is my ticket. You both my tickets y'all with me right here. Y'all is what time? It's 12:38. Y'all ain't open the fucking door. You can't say I ain't come here.
Right.
You can't say I ain't come here. It goes violence and ordination.
That's right. Yep. Gotta shame them. It's the only way that they.
Sounds supposed to be there at what's it? 8:22. On Friday. I'm right here right now. Y'all ain't got us to get out of bed.
Yeah, and you know, I think the judges are in on this because this is the kind of stuff that we're telling them about. People get beat up, and then you're not going to do anything. You're going to excuse the guy that the mayor hires, that the mayor supports, that the police protect, that the mayor talks to. You're going to support him over innocent people who just want to be left alone. Ridiculous justices. Ridiculous.
I'd rather be in one. I was waiting on that. Say something. We was waiting on that.
Yup, in 5 minutes. We're gonna let everybody in.
Okay, cool.
Soon as this last case get heard.
All right. That sounds. In 5 minutes, you're gonna let me play that. He said 5 minutes.
He said, everybody. Let's see if that's really.
What are we? It's like a person.
They're corrupt and they're disorganized. Like, at least if you're gonna extort people, at least be organized about it.
Or don't put so many people at the same time and not let us in.
Right.
Spread it out.
I think that's part of the technique, though, because that's why the other time I was here, I saw him passing out the flyers. Like, oh, are you frustrated from waiting here? Just pay and you can go home.
Really?
So I think that's part of why they do it, yeah. They want you to get upset and frustrated, so then you just pay. They want your money.
Like, how'd you do it?
They want your money.
How'd you do that?
Right. And Magana's just sitting there like a joker, paid by our money. It's paid by our tax money to harass people. Oh, they're telling them to go out the back so that they don't see us here. God forbid they hear actions going on in the city.
I got a call from the judge. He said that he was right now. Yeah.
Thank God for lives. At least this is some sort of.
He said to throw away everyone's tickets and let everyone go home.
Well, definitely, if you didn't
He
do,
just called. He said throw everyone's tickets out and go
that's what
home.
they should do. If you didn't do it though, fight it. Please fight it, because that will help stop them from doing these in the future. Unfortunately, too many people pay the tickets. They get intimidated. Or you're gonna get in there, and I guarantee the lawyer's gonna pull you over and say, "Oh, you got a ticket for $500. We'll give you a special deal. Pay $300." No, if you didn't do it, don't pay $500. Don't pay $300. Don't pay anything. Just appeal it and don't give them money. They do all these tricks. It's like used car salesmen. Hey Ernestine, hey French, call and say you watch live. Thank you, French. Exactly. Thank you so much, French.
3 minutes. They said they're letting me in.
That's right. Hold them accountable.
In 3 minutes, I'm gonna open that door.
3
You still have
minutes.
to come
3
in
minutes.
5
3 minutes. Right. Exactly. And that detective right there manhandled and arrested my alderwoman 4 times for asking where the money's going in the city. That detective right there. You may have seen her on the news, Colby Chapman. I was on the news. They arrested me last year just for covering a meeting. I didn't do anything illegal.
Just for doing what you have the right to do.
Right. Because they don't want people to know where the money's going. They want your money, but they're not going to tell us where it's going.
It's going to that one population over there.
Right, we
The
wish,
one
right?
ball.
We're like, maybe people would give them more grace if they actually took care of stuff. But look, there's holes even in this building. I mean, they can't even take care of the basic city stuff. It's crazy. And then if you guys don't live here, like if you live here, they'll ticket you for like stupid stuff. Like, oh, your grass is a little too high. Here's a $500 ticket or whatever. And we're like, and seriously? And then you have all these empty buildings? So there's Magana again, just collecting that paycheck. He harassed me one time too when I was giving one of my tours to Harvey. He pulled me and one of my guests over because he didn't like how he thought it was suspicious that we were near the mayor's house. And I was like, yeah, so it's by a school, it's by other houses, like we're on public property, we're not doing anything wrong. But they are so paranoid. So again, Mayor Clark is working with Delaney Smith, Keisha Stokes, Jedediah Brown, Alicia Sharp, I think, right? Did I say remember her name right? Raheem Shark. They did a mob action on July 14th of this year.
Ryan, I'm gonna go with the phone on 1%.
Okay.
Hassan attorney said they'll give me the judge name.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same gentleman that was there before. He was an older guy. I don't know, or if it's the younger guy. I saw the younger guy one time.
Why are people saying that court won't end till 10 o'clock at night? That shit ain't
Here?
never happened before.
No. I think.
Okay.
Well, last time
Because that sounded really motherfucking strange to me.
Last time they just continued a whole bunch of people. They just said you have to come back.
Yeah, because ain't no way in here.
Go back to the.
Oh, it's it. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's it.
Yeah, I know. They came by and try to calm people down anyway in 5 minutes. I knew that. I knew that.
They're just trying to keep everybody stay calm, get your wallets out, just stay calm. Typical.
The court person, he's gonna send the court person out here. Because I said, I need to get out now.
Did you tell him 5 minutes is up?
Yeah, I was like, I need to go. I picked my daughter up at 1:30, and he's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'll send the court person out.
But they
'Cause I was like, how
they
do I
sure will take your
reschedule-
money.
I was like, how do I reschedule this? Because I've been here past my time.
Right,
and
right.
he's like, I'll send someone out.
I'm telling you, they're all such fakes.
Go on the door.
Well, if you want to see more Harvey corruption, go to my YouTube, Ryan's Gay Chicago.
Everybody got a friend.
I covered Harvey and South End politics. But those of us that live here, we have to deal with this every day.
Close this damn courtroom.
Now they don't even have anybody down here now. What are you guys doing? Oh, okay, Magana's up there.
Because they basically not even court.
And he knows they better not come out here and yell at me and say, you can't film. At least they're not doing that today. But again, four of us were attacked by this mob that is being used by Mayor Clark to harass people that ask questions about city money, about our tax money. And they called Amir and his daughter in, but wouldn't allow me in, wouldn't allow Beth in. We were all attacked. These people need to be held accountable. I want to see what's going on. Why are you trying to keep me out here? That's not right. Oh, Aaliyah, welcome. Yeah, so basically, we're at Harvey City Court. It's the typical extortion traffic court. So you have a whole bunch of people that have been ticketed for stuff they didn't do, or even if they did do something wrong, like they'll tow your car for stupid reasons, and you got to pay like $1,000 to get it out. It's all about money. They just want to get money. Now today, even though this isn't even the right forum for it, there are 4 offenders that they're supposed to be held accountable for beating up people on July 14th. These are the people that are associates of the mayor, Jedediah and his group. But I'm not allowed in. Another victim wasn't allowed in, and we don't know what's happening. I want to see. They should be getting some sort of justice, right? But they won't let us in. So I hope that summarizes it for you. It's true, yeah, I did see Shelby was there behind us earlier. So somehow Beth said she saw Jedediah was in there, and then I'm sure Jedediah was in because we've seen that before. They give him preferential treatment because, again, he is working with the mayor. He's protected by the mayor. So they let him in, and then supposedly he left. Beth said she saw that he left with Shelby, one of the INA people, and somebody else. So I don't know how Jed left when I'm one of the victims and I wasn't even allowed in yet. So I want to see all 4 of the attackers, and I want to see how they're going to be held accountable. Harvey said they're going to hold their hearing here, so, and I'm a victim. I want to hear it. I'm here. Why don't you let me in?
I did.
Yeah, but the officer that told us the 5 minutes, I seen him walk by and they told him like, yo, you just came to the door. And he did something and giggled and waved his hand, so he probably lied. Yeah, he was like, oh shit. And he probably lied.
I don't believe what the officer said.
So we're just waiting again. I should be allowed in, and I want to see what's going on with these people. Justice should be done. Of course, they're not doing anything. Another one of the officers.
Oh, look at all the cops came back from their lives. They took that one lady that complained about having to pick her kid up. Like I could prove. It's a woman, right? I see you walk in and out.
There's Keisha right there. That's the lady that assaulted me right now. Why is she leaving? That's the one that assaulted and battered me, and I've not been allowed as the victim to see. I should be able to see what's happening with her. That's the woman who assaulted and battered me. Why is she leaving?
Fight him, you gotta fight us.
Why? Why are you allowing her to leave? Why? Why, detective? She assaulted and battered me, and she gets to go out? Has she faced any justice? So if you're friends with the mayor, you can just do whatever the fuck you want? You can beat people up? What do you think, detective? So you're okay with this, detective? Saw, as you all just saw, the Keisha, the lady that assaulted and battered me on July 14th, as I was covering the arrest of Jed and other thugs of the mayor. I was covering the fight that they started, the brawl they started. Keisha attacked me, and she was supposed to face charges today, and she just strolled out the back door. Oh wait, she's still there? Is that her? No. Keisha. So yeah, I guess she's just no consequences at all. No fucking consequences. Beth, do you wanna Beth, they're not, I don't think. Sorry, hold on, let me put this on mute. Sorry, just give me 1 second.
You're not gonna let me in.
I don't think they're gonna let me neither. Just give 1 sec though, because I want to make sure. I want to make sure that they don't say. I should have been called in, yeah. And I just said, hey, what about the lady that assaulted me? She
If
just
you had a hearing, why don't you stay in line?
no, because they told me to wait. They said wait outside and we'll call you.
Well, then I'll wait with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm your witness. Do you want to go in the back?
So. So we're gonna talk about it, yep. So that's what happens in the city of Harvey. You assault somebody, you're friends with the mayor, you get a $100 ticket, you get to stroll out the back door. So you better fight. If you got an offense, take it to Markham. I was assaulted and battered. She was assaulted by somebody who works for the mayor. They got a $100 ticket.
$100 ticket instead of a criminal assault charge.
Yeah, and she just strolled out the back. Her name's Keisha Stokes. Go look her up. Keisha Stokes, Keesha.
It's not like the
STOKES.
United States of America here. It's like
Yeah.
Cuba.
So be careful, because if the Harvey cops don't like you, they might just decide to arrest you, maybe hit you a little bit. They are corrupt AF. Yeah.
You know how they say, when you drive through Harvey, keep your hands on the wheel and have your paperwork ready.
Yeah, it's so fucking sad. Oh, damn, I didn't even see this. You guys, look, there's still... Look at how long the line is. I didn't even know there were still people over there. So this is what Harvey does. It's purposely disorganized like this. It's a super long line. They want you to feel frustrated and get hot and everything, and then they'll hand you a piece of paper. And they say, here, if you don't want to wait, scan this and pay your fine and you can leave. And that's part of the scam. And then if you do make it inside, they'll tell you, oh, you got a $500 ticket? Well, if you pay $300 today, we'll give you a special discount, but you got to pay it today, because they want to pressure you to pay money today. If you didn't do it, don't pay. Appeal at Markham. Don't let them extort you. Do not let them extort you. But this is crazy. This is supposed to be at noon, and all these people are still waiting outside. They do this on purpose. It's all bullshit.
Thirsty is here.
Right.
You take cash only, Doc, if you got
That's
cash.
cool. That's fine.
If you didn't do it, appeal. Go to Markham, fight the charges. You're not a person in Harvey, you are a vending machine. I mean, you're an ATM machine, that's how they see you. You're a cash station. They don't care what you say, they just want your cash. So don't be their cash station.
5 and 5. Damn. Oh man, you can do 10 women, man.
Yeah.
Buddy, are you filming or are you just on?
Yeah, this is live.
Yeah, is it okay if it's live? I mean, I just didn't want my tools on the internet.
You can stand behind him and it should.
No, well, yeah, now we're going this way for now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go this way. Again, if you didn't do it, don't pay the ticket. Ask to appeal at Markham. If you didn't do it, don't pay. They're trying to get your money. They're trying to extort you. If you didn't do it, don't pay. Appeal at Markham. Don't pay those dirty people. Nah, they want to keep people waiting, so you get frustrated and then you just pay the fine. They're trying.
What for? I got my truck there. What I gotta pay for? I paid it.
Oh, they didn't give you a ticket?
They sent papers to my house.
Because it's all about money here. That's all they care about.
Always.
They just want your money.
And they ask us, like, what do I have to do? Like,
Yeah, what does it say? But if possible, I would fight it. I would.
But I did everything. I got my registration.
Oh, okay.
I got my insurance. I got my car back. I got everything.
Oh, okay. And well, I just encourage. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying if you didn't do the thing, I would say
Should I
appeal
get
to
my
Markham.
registration stuff? Give it to Markham?
Well, no, I mean like if they ticketed you and you didn't do something, I recommend trying to appeal to Markham.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
because they're not going to give you justice here. They just want your cash. Quick cash, man. Okay,
Where are they?
Take a quick look. He said it'll come out. So I just wanted just to see, look, and show everybody on the live. Look, do you see all this? Good. Yeah, exactly, Josie. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I didn't want to be like a dick to him. But if you're in public, there's no expectation of privacy. Right? Correct. Yeah. Why are all them walking up? Yeah. No, it's all for the fines for the city. And here's our city comptroller. Mr. Comptroller, do you want to tell us where the money is? Mr. Comptroller, where's the money? Do you want to tell us where all the money is? We know you know. That's Mr. Lewis Williams. He's the one person that knows where all the money is in Harvey. He knows where all the money is in Harvey. Do you see him, Beth? Of course, he's not going to answer. It's ridiculous. Okay, so apparently Keisha was let out the back. Maybe others were too. They were slapped with some kind of minor fine or something, and that was it. So, and there goes our city comptroller. He knows where all the money is. And hey Status, hey Reality Check, hey Wyoming. Sorry if I'm missing you guys. You know it's hard when it's live like this. Harvey police, yep, and there he goes. He's driving away. He knows where all the money is. He knows where all the bodies are buried, as the expression goes, right? Yeah, there he goes. That's Lewis Williams, the city comptroller. He worked under Eric Kellogg. Now, he's happy, right? Because he's getting paid. As Colby Chapin pointed out at the last public safety meeting, the guy that you just saw, the comptroller Lewis Williams, through his consultancy firm, what did Colby say again? I think she saw on the bills list, that guy was paid like $40,000 in 1 month or something. Was it $20,000 or $40,000 in 1 month? Like, what the hell are you doing for the city of Harvey, for us taxpayers, that you're gonna get that much money in 1 month? That's the city comptroller. He has access to all the books. Our elected, he's hired, by the way, our elected treasurer, who's supposed to oversee all city finances, she has no access to the city books, or very little access, according to her. Let's look. Do you see all the Harvey cop cars again? 1, 2, 3. That's the mayor's vehicle. 4, 5. I see at least 7 Harvey police cars. Remember, they are here to protect the mayor and his staff and to get money from people and extort people. That's all this is about, guys, today. I just wanted to show you and take a look, because this is where they're telling people like Keisha that attacked me, and I'm sure others, you know, if they don't want people to see the truth of what's really going on in Harvey, they're sending people out the back. So I just wanted to just take a look. And so yeah, go look into Lewis Williams, everybody. That's the comptroller. He knows where all the money is. And you notice he's really quiet. He never says much of anything. And that's how Clark wants it. Oh wow, we got lots of, oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna play a little game here that I call Count the Police Cars. So any MP plate most likely is a police car. So how many do we see? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then there was 1 at the end, 11. And then if we count the mayor's, because he gets a private chauffeur to drive and his own security to drive him around at all times. That is his special vehicle. That would be 12. So 12 police vehicles. At this point, there are more police vehicles in this lot than there are vehicles for residents or people who are actually the bosses, who are supposed to be serviced by Harvey. So why are we paying so much money to then have these people be used on us to harass us? That's definitely not community policing for you. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so we still got a ton of people. By the way, normally you wouldn't see all these cars here, okay? These are all people that are here for Harvey Extortion Court, aka traffic court today. Beth and I are here. We were assaulted. Beth was assaulted, I was battered on the evening of July 14th. All of our assailants were supposed to have their public hearing today. We should have been allowed to be present for that public hearing.
While they had the hearing.
Yep, and they denied us that.
Be there while they
Mm-hmm. Yep, we were held outside the whole time. They told us, and I asked, and then I saw Keisha Stokes, and I said, there's still a little line of people waiting to get in here, guys. But I saw Keisha Stokes, the lady who assaulted and battered me, and I said, wait, so you're gonna let her just go out the back door? And then, of course, they said nothing. The police are just do whatever the mayor wants. Oh, Wyoming gal says, that's a good point.
Hi, Wyoming gal.
Beth says hello.
Hi.
We appreciate all the support. Thank you, guys. Because as you can see, we don't get any help from the city here. They turn the police against us. Wyoming gal says, the mayor of my town of 60,000 people doesn't have anyone drive him around. Right, exactly. So why does a mayor of 19,000 people get a full-time driver and security that we pay for? It's ridiculous. How many go to Markham? Yeah, that could be Wyoming. It's a good question. She said if a lot of people are going to Markham, would they wonder why? Right. I think that's exactly what we want people to ask, to say, well, what's going on in Harvey? Why are all these people getting these bogus tickets? And hopefully something is going to be done. If enough people speak up, that's the goal. Harvey police are working against the residents. That's what French says. French is on a lot today.
Hi, French. Hi, French Wrench.
And Ernestine says, hi, Beth.
Hi, Ernestine.
French says, Tiffany only had one car. Right. I know, it's crazy. This is crazy, you guys. Absolutely crazy stuff.
Don't forget me now.
Oh, okay. Good to see you. Yes. We're going to try to keep getting justice here. I do, but not. Actually, no, maybe.
You got my number.
Yeah, I have one of my real estate cards, actually. Let me take a look. I think I do. I have one of them in here.
Do you think you could send me some children over to our basketball program?
I can definitely mention it for sure, yeah.
Okay, so Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Every Saturday.
No problem. All right, good to see you. So, one of the local ministers just said that they're at the Harvey Community Center on Center Avenue. They're having a basketball, I guess, open play or something, Saturday at 4. So he wanted us to share that, so we will share that. So consider it shared, at least I'm here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got 84 people watching. We appreciate that you are interested.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I know it's hard to see because it's so sunny. We appreciate your care and your interest in Harvey and in what happens here and in the Southland.
My brother was right in front of me. He's got a dash cam. He went on 3. I went on 3.
They just throwing tickets around and
Got laid on 159.
That exactly, yeah, that's exactly what happens, yeah.
It turned red and he gave me a ticket.
Yeah, so I guess they'll just come out here.
Hey, yeah, that's him right there, ain't it?
Hey, Ryan.
Do you want to go in the shade? Yeah, it's a little hot today. Did they give you a bogus ticket too?
Yeah, I didn't break the law.
You gotta fight it.
I had a ticket. My I've been driving for over 25 years.
Appeal to Markham, and they probably won't tell you that you can. They won't tell you that you can. They just want your money. They want your money. Yeah. Hey.
Wait, we're waiting up here.
You're just an ATM to the mayor. He doesn't even respect our police. He uses our police as his private security. He gets driven around 24/7. He doesn't even drive. He has a big fancy SUV we pay for. Yeah. Like, we actually do have some great police that care, but like, he just uses our police as just like his personal security to throw around. But yeah, Amir, if you wanna, we can talk in a second. I'm like, shoot, I wish we had a little bit of shade. A little bright, but.
So this is what they did.
Do you want to? Well, actually, here we could talk here in the shade. You wanna? Just because it is so hot, and also it's a little easier to see. Do you want to? There she is. Do you guys want to give an update right here in the shade?
No, she's not gonna do it.
Okay.
There.
No. Ain't no comment.
This is, he said, only thing they do here is issue out citations. That's it.
Okay, well, that you don't listen, I'm good. I know what happened.
Okay, well, let's go.
Do you want to give an update here in the shade?
Ariel doesn't. You can go. I'll see you at home. I'll see you at home.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really wanted to see what was going on. I tried to get in, but they would not let me in.
His name not even on the report.
Ariel,
It was only
I will
mine.
see you at home.
Yeah.
You're not gonna talk. I just want to get through
But
this.
you need to go too.
No,
Everybody
I don't
needs
need to
hop in
go.
the car.
I got people waiting.
Come on.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a quick update, and then we'll
Let's go somewhere in the
Yeah,
city.
we
Let's
shouldn't
go
be
across the
here.
street or something.
You know what I'm saying?
across the street. Well, I don't mind. I want people to know what's going on. These people that they're taking
That's what we
into.
do.
I told them all. Beth and I and Trina, we've been talking to them. We've been updating the people here. We're like, don't pay their extortion. People need to know what's going on. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The residents need to appeal to Markham, or it's just going to continue. They should also write reps. Right? Yeah. Yeah, they should. Although, to be honest, it's crazy, Wyoming. I know you're gonna say you're probably gonna be like, oh, but our state reps, like our state rep here in Will Davis is buddies with Mayor Clark.
Where's your car?
They're all in on it together. It's called machine politics. They're all in on it together.
Are you on live right now?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're doing whatever. I wanted those people to hear. They're actually really great. Everybody was like, really? What's happening? Oh my God. Oops. Whenever you are ready, sir, let me put it on you. Okay. So, Amir, so what happened in there? Because I asked several times. I said, hey, I'm a victim. She's a victim. Why are you not letting us in?
So basically what happened was Harvey erased the whole incident report out of their system, and they charged Ari for simple battery against Jedediah as the victim, made them all pay $100 tickets and let them go. Hold on, Beth.
Wait,
hold on 1 second.
so they had to pay. Did they still have battery charges against them?
No, they paid $100 tickets and they dismissed the cases against them with the $100 municipal ticket. I didn't talk to the judge. I didn't talk to anyone. They didn't even let me talk. So when I said that I contested this,
yes,
basically they said, well, you have to do that with the state's attorney. We know that that's not the case. And at this point, this whole thing was a fucking kangaroo court like none other. And they dismissed the charges and erased the charges at this level. But the good thing is now we can pursue this thing federally because they were never charged for federal multiple assault and battery versions against myself, Ari, and you, Ryan. So basically this case is out of Harvey now. It's not the end of it. It hasn't been dismissed. And if Mr. Brown and them think that they're gonna walk away, listen, I got video evidence and everything that says something different. And we have a state's attorney's office in the feds that are willing to carry this thing further. So I'm gonna repeat it just to be clear. How many people are watching?
We've got 88 people watching.
Harvey brung these guys into court. They did not allow Ryan to even enter on his, and we told him he was the victim. They said, no, we're not gonna let him in. You documented, Ryan, you documented that. I'm a witness.
Mm-hmm.
They had Jedediah, who was a criminal offender, Raheem Sharks, Keisha Stokes, and Alicia Spikes pay $100 ticket for battery, and they're trying to tell me I didn't have any say-so in the process. I didn't stand and talk to anyone. I stood and talked to whoever this guy was. He wasn't even the judge, and they made him pay $100 ticket. I said, listen, this is illegal what you guys are doing. And then they said, well, this is just municipal court. We don't have any bearing to do anything else. And I said, well, you should have referred to charges. So when I asked for a continuance, then Jedediah said, why are we getting a continuance? Let's just pay the charges so we can go. We don't want a continuance. And I said, well, yeah, let's get a continuance. So what I did tell that gentleman, and I told him, and I said, and I had it notated, is that what they did, again, was they erased our case reports. I have the case reports out of the system.
How could they do that? That's crazy.
It's illegal. And they charge Ari for assault or battery, simple battery, for spitting on Jedediah.
So, but my question is, they paid a $100 fine. Did they actually have a record of any charge on them since they erased the report? Or what was the fine for?
This fucking thing is the craziest thing that I've ever seen. This thing has been seen by hundreds of thousands of people. We have case reports here. We have case files. It's documented. It's even documented in their own system. So they're not erasing a case report simply out of the system. And Jedediah and Mayor Clark, this is a testament of how this thing has been railroaded. So if you guys think that you're going to railroad this like this by throwing a Band-Aid and letting it disappear, this is fucking the most bizarre bullshit that I've ever seen. A victim in the case, Ryan, wasn't even allowed to stand in front of the court. I need y'all to be quiet, please.
What did they say when you mentioned that?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm pissed. Huh?
What did they say when you brought up, said, well, why aren't you letting Ryan in? He's one of the victims. What did they say?
They said, we're not going to allow Ryan in because, it gets too disrupted. And I'm like, he's a fuck. And the reason why they wouldn't let you in is because they erased this report out of the system.
Because they didn't want me to see it. They didn't want me to see all that. They knew I'd be pissed.
If it was erased, you're not there. So it doesn't exist. But then the fact of the matter is they let Keisha Stokes pay a $100 fine. So it does exist. So they manufactured a bunch of shit. And they just did it on the spot.
And they all walked, so they paid the $100, walked out the back door. And now they're basically pretending that the whole July 14th didn't happen.
They are pretending that this thing is going to go away.
Wow.
That it doesn't exist.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Well, we're not going to give up for sure.
Well, here's the thing. There's no way that they can do it because we have all of us have documented evidence, including the Harvey case reports, including going to the Harvey Police Department, including filing orders of protection and talking to various officers, including a video that shows that they were arrested for battery.
Yep.
How do you make that disappear?
And they didn't even let you go in front of their whatever judge person?
I didn't even talk. They said, why don't you stand off to the side? I said, no. I told this, whoever this was, he wasn't even a state's attorney. I'm like, listen here, you guys are not charging these guys. You guys are not charging these guys for battery. You are doing some manufactured shit and erasing this off of the case report and letting these guys go. I said, there's no way possible that you can do that because we have documentation against that.
Right.
I just told the leadership of Harvey Police, I said, you guys ain't gonna get away with this. I'm just letting you know right now.
Good. I'm glad you told them that. And I'm pissed because how can you even try to hold someone accountable and not have the victim there in a public hearing? I wanted to see exactly what was going on. And that's ridiculous.
Brother,
well, we're not giving up.
They made the most horrible mistake they could ever make. They made the most horrible mistake. Do you actually think that I'm gonna let someone or brutalize my daughter, myself, and my associate and get away with it? And not to mention the multiple assaults to Beth and the folks who were on the ground. You think we're gonna let you guys get away with that? So here's my thing.
Absolutely.
Here's my thing. You guys just made, if you're listening, and I know you are, you just made don't think you're getting away because the state's attorney is taking on this case, and now that it's been distinguished for simple battery, you guys will be charged for felony assault and battery and mob action. It's not the end, it's just the beginning. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. So that's an update. Thanks, Amir. That was an update from what just happened. And
I need to walk y'all to y'all car.
like he said, you know, they didn't even let me in, so I'm upset, and I tried to document that, but I didn't even get to see what was going on. How can you assault and batter me and then let the lady out the back door? Because and then you had the gall to go. This is why I'm pissed at those two judges and this whole corrupt system. Then the judges had the gall and Jed to say, "Oh, how can you prove it? We're not working with the mayor." I mean, that's all freaking BS. BS. Yeah. So they don't get to plea. I guess not. It was just like a traffic ticket thing. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
Be careful about what we say.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm pissed.
I was just
I'm pissed.
muted for a second because I'm just trying to. I was looking at a text and trying to figure out what we're doing. So just making sure everybody gets safely to their vehicle and everything. But don't worry, we're not done with this.
All right.
No sound. Yeah. Jed is full of it, so is Clark. It's about to be. Yep.
Okay, y'all get in the car. Yeah.
Civil rights. Yep. Yeah, sorry guys. I know I was muted for a second talking to you. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'm just coordinating what we're doing next. Hold on. Hey guys, yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to get to my vehicle. I'm getting home, so if I mute a little bit, that's why. But don't worry, I'm not. I didn't forget you guys. You're still here. Once I get to my car, I'll be able to talk a little bit more. I'm just trying to also now see you guys' questions. Court is for adjudication, right? Really, that court was not the proper forum anyway for charges like assault and battery. But yeah, we're gonna consider our options. Don't worry, guys. Who? Sorry guys, I'm here. As if we didn't already know how much Harvey was against us, the Harvey cops and mayor. And this is what gets me, when the judges were like, oh, you guys are gonna say stuff on YouTube and da 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 da, and then Jed's like, and they're like, oh, this is just a stupid argument and it's political and everything. Just like I said last night, it's political. Well, you said it was political. Why did you say that? What does that have to do with justice and following the law? You're supposed to rule according to the law, not rule according to whether you feel it's political or not. Is there one set of laws for people who have political connections and another set of laws for ordinary people like me who don't have those same political connections? No, it's one law. It's one law. So, we just had to make sure everybody got their vehicles because it's yet more proof, as if we didn't have enough, that Harvey cops have no, for the most part, have no conscience or anything. They have a duty to refuse unlawful orders. Their oath is to the Constitution and to serve and protect the people, not to Mayor Clark. So everybody that goes along with that, you're all guilty. The cops, everybody. Not one person, down to the little clerks, the most basic clerks at that kangaroo court. They're all guilty. See, I'm driving right by the block Ascension is at, where all those people were kicked out of their houses. I'm just gonna drive down there really quick because that really pisses me off. And this is what Clark truly thinks of Harvey. Look, I'll show you as we drive down. This is the block where residents were booted from their homes. This is what it looks like now, by the way. All these properties are owned by the city of Harvey now. This is what Mayor Clark and his allies think of Harvey. You see this? These homes were occupied and they were being maintained. Look at what they look like now. Look at that. Look. See that? See that? They were all occupied. I mean, there were a few vacant, but look, that was occupied. That's what they really think about Harvey, okay? They don't care. And there's our family's old church, Ascension. That's where I was baptized. Okay. So look at this. These are all city-owned properties. They don't give a shit about Harvey or its people or anything, right? And we know that, right? We know that. But we need your help, you guys, to get that message out to the world and to let people know the injustices that are happening here. Because we know it, and a lot of these judges know it, the Cook County politicians know it, and they're either a part of the machine or they're afraid of speaking up against the machine. And unfortunately, either of those two are not excuses, you know? Silence is not an excuse. And that's why I understand the judges I had this week, you know, maybe they were worried about their careers, worried about their safety or whatever excuses they had in their minds, but that's not an excuse for not following and ruling according to the law. But yeah, that just gets me. You know when Jed or others are like, how do you know we're not working with the mayor? If you really, really still did not believe that that wasn't true, how can you not think that's true? Why would someone do that? When at the same time, my alderwoman from my ward was falsely arrested not once, not twice, not 3 times, but she was falsely arrested 4 times. 4 times. And she didn't do anything. Like, all the charges were dismissed. She was taken, the last time, Colby was taken to the county jail, forced to spend a night in county jail. She was charged with a felony, which was later dropped. It was all bogus. It was all, you want to call something political, call that political. You know what's political is us getting harassed by these people that the judges and these other leaders are afraid to confront. Just say it. You're afraid. Just come out and say it. You're afraid to enforce the law. And unless people start to grow some balls and do the right thing, nothing's going to change. So we're going to speak up. We're going to continue to demand justice. I'll remind you guys of, I think it's in DC, right? Where's Foxy when I need her? But there's that, I love that statue of justice personified. And it shows the woman who is holding the scales, and she has the blindfold over her eyes. Why, do you remember that? Why is the blindfold over her eyes? She wears the blindfold, justice personified in that statue. She wears a blindfold over her eyes because the law is supposed to apply to everyone. Okay? So, yeah. All right, sorry. Now I just got in. Let me catch up on the questions and everything. Sorry, guys. They offer Amir or his daughter to not have adjudication. No, I believe not. No. The court adjudication process, but not the part when it's not an optional choice of the plaintiff. So what you guys have to understand is that Clark believes through home rule that charges like this are allowed because they did vote on it. He believes that it's legal for charges like this to be heard at the city level. Just because the Harvey City Council voted on it, I don't believe that that is 1, legal, or 2, that it is proper, the way they were trying to handle that. So, you know, again, when you have this, we were at traffic court, okay? You parked too long in front of City Hall, okay? You get a ticket, you go to traffic court. This is not an appropriate, I don't care how many ordinances, because I saw you mention that, Trina. I don't care how many ordinances or resolutions that they will try to vote on to say that this is an appropriate venue to to hear violent crime. I don't believe it's appropriate, okay? So yeah, they could try to claim that, oh, well, Harvey City Council voted to have these types of hearings at the city, but you know, I don't believe legally it's an appropriate venue for that at all. If this was the other way around, I doubt if the advocates supporters would think this was justice, but because it plays into the narrative, it's okay. Right. And you know what? We're going to keep speaking up and speaking the truth, and we'll say, hey, obviously, here's another hired gun that Mayor Clark uses, as he's used so many other people to harass his critics. Jed is just the same, and then Jed's people watch. They're going to be like, how could you say we work for the mayor? How could you? They're idiots. At least I know why there was no change of venue. Yeah, no. Clark thinks that it's appropriate to hear those charges at this city. But like I said, I don't care what Clark thinks or what Clark says or Clark tries to excuse and say, oh, city council voted on it. I don't believe that that legally is the appropriate venue for violent crime. Louisiana has their own set of laws. Oh, you do, Raging Cajun. Yeah, yeah. You guys, you're actually based on the Napoleonic Code, your laws, because I know that 'cause I'm a French teacher and French fan. They're going to celebrate tonight. Yeah, they're going to be crazy. Right. The court knew that. They should have sent it up. Correct. All the charges should have been sent to Markham. This is very dangerous, Wyoming, because it can happen to anyone, and they will have a local court adjudicator hear the case. Right. So they tried to push it, and I warned everyone last year when this happened. This was last fall, and I said, guys, everybody should make a stink about this. But you all were too, were busy, occupied with Tiffany and Dalton and everything. Most people weren't really following Harvey then. But I was telling our people, and as many people would listen, I said, we have to fight this, because they just voted to jack up all the fines and fees, and they voted to hear a whole bunch of these different crimes in Harvey City Court. And that's not appropriate. That's not right. I think that it's not even legal, but, we'll research that. But you're exactly right. In other words, they're pushing that limit, right? Like, could you imagine, like, if you murdered someone, and then someone's like, okay, go to traffic court? See, to me, that's the kind of thing that they're trying to excuse, to say, well, we voted on it. French, I'm sure they will, but if the shoot was on the other foot, they would be saying this process that they're enjoying now would be injustice. True advocate would be down with this. Or wouldn't be down, yeah. True advocate wouldn't fight people on the street, exactly, and go make starting fights in the street. Would not be okay with this. The advocate going to have an issue with the police deleting a police report? No, I'm sure he'll call that justice too. Hey, critical. Jossie Boo says, Ryan, there are civil rights lawyers and real activists in Illinois to help you. Thank you, Jossie Boo. Hey, thank you so much. And if you can recommend any, please let me know. You can always, if you go to RyansGayChicago.com, it has all my contact information. Feel free to message me. Can you bring this to the local ACLU if they deleted a police report? That's definitely something we can consider. You see the phone number I posted? Do you have a copy of the report? Yes, we have copies of the police report. Nobody wanted help when I was up there asking. Everyone seemed to grin and bear it. Oh, you're talking about last year, Trina? Or is it Bear? No, I think it's Bear. Yeah. How can a court case like assault be held at a non-court venue? Delete report and delete the case in the system? That is not the proper procedure, Sue. Exactly, Jossie. Right. That's what I'm saying. They can say all they want. Oh, well, we voted on. But I mean, you could vote to hang someone because you don't like them. Just because it's voted on, that doesn't mean that it's legal or that it's right, that it's moral, right? You did not have a lawyer. No, because Hassan was there and he had a lawyer, and Clark doesn't care about that. I'm going to explain on my live. Okay. Yeah, so I hope that I know you guys were confused. I don't know, does that help answer some questions about how Clark, how they voted on it? So they're saying, oh, we can hear all these things in city court. I don't care that city council voted on it. That doesn't mean that it's right. She and Harvey is because she got a black eye. Oh, Illinois DOJ. Okay, thank you. Equal protection under the law, status quo, right. The board voted and it passed, but it doesn't mean that it's legal or okay. The Harvey City Council. Cousin who's an assistant prosecutor in my state, I'm going to ask her what she thinks about this. Thank you, Wyoming. Please do. Yeah. I do not believe it is appropriate, however, make them changes at BS, Clark on the board. We can try. I don't think that they will, Trina, but definitely we can try. Yep. We can definitely try. I wonder what a true advocate would say about this, right? Exactly. Good question. Yep. All right, so thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll keep you posted as we have updates. But no, we're not giving up. But again, if you just joined, just to sum it up, so Amir and I and Beth and Ari, Amir's daughter, went to Harvey City Court, Kangaroo Court, and I call it Extortion Court. It was traffic court, where they were attempting, but I believe it's not legal or right, but they're attempting to hear the assault and battery and all those charges from July 14th against Jed and his 3 associates. And Harvey gave them a $100 ticket, told them they could leave, and Amir said that they basically erased the report. So that is totally inappropriate. It's not right. It's not just. We're going to fight it. Don't worry. Please, if you didn't watch my video from last night, please do. I talk about some of the political connections here. And exactly, Wyoming. How can a person get assaulted and be a victim? There's no justice. Yeah, they didn't even let me see my attacker. Like, It's crazy. But I did my video last night because I talked about the fact that don't forget, yeah, it's like $100 ticket, right? It's crazy. But Clark, one of Mayor Clark's biggest donors is the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House, Chris Welch. His wife, Shanti Rains Welch, she was appointed to this Illinois Courts Commission, I think, but they have the authority to basically bring charges against any judge and get them removed from the bench. So can you imagine when I'm going in front of these judges like I did this week? I think they did a horrible job, and I think it was illegal and they didn't follow the law whatsoever. But you can see, right, if they know that they're potentially ruling against someone who's working for someone connected to this woman who can fire any judge in Illinois, the little commission she's on, they can fire any, let me say that again, they can fire any judge in Illinois. And you know how they do it with corruption. They'd find some bogus charge to bring up against you if they really want to remove you. I think that intimidates these judges, and I think it's making justice harder to get for us. So I do not agree with the rulings from this week from the two judges that I had at all. But not to excuse it, but I'm just saying, watch the video from last night where I explained it. But it gives some sort of idea of if you have someone before you, like Jedediah, who is infamous, and there's all this evidence about what he's done that I presented, and you know, and things that people know about him from his past record. Why does he still get special treatment? It's not really about Jed, but it's about he's working for Clark right now, and Clark is connected to this person who can fire any judge in Illinois through the Illinois Courts Commission. So watch that video from last night. I explained that. If you want to help us look into these connections, like how is Clark connected to the justice system and these justices? He's a lawyer, but more than that, like why is Cook County, the sheriff and the courts and everything, why are they protecting Harvey? Why are they protecting Jed? Why are they protecting Clark? What are they hiding? That's what we need you guys to help us find out, okay? Now don't forget, Jed over the years, hey Denise, Napoleon is a lawmaker. How can he be okay with this happening in Illinois? Oh, yeah, Napoleon doesn't care. He's a part of all the corruption. It's all the machine. The machine will do anything to preserve itself. When Ryan's life ends, head on over to Minion's live, everyone. Okay. So, I'm tapping my foot at you on that question, Wyoming gal. Isn't it rhetorical in Illinois? Right, exactly. So that just, you know, we want to see what are these connections. Jed has done work for former Mayor Rahm Emanuel and other politicians in Illinois. That could also be pressure on the judges to rule in favor of Jedediah, no matter how ridiculous he is, no matter how clearly the evidence is shown of the horrible things that he and his associates are doing. Remember, those politicians, he worked for them, like Rahm Emanuel, Kim Fox, former Cook County State's attorney. You know, she and Jed were associates. Jed might have info on them. That might be a part of why these judges are not doing their job and they're not ruling according to the law. Not to excuse their behavior, but I'm just saying this is the kind of stuff that we need your help to look into. And it's not because, you know, I'm trying to say that all these judges are horrible, horrible people either. They might be afraid for their own safety. They might be afraid, you know, for their families too. I don't know, because I don't know who's really calling the shots like behind the scenes. So we need to try to get some clarity on that. So please, you know, help us research that. We appreciate your help, and we'll keep you guys updated. He's got Princess parking from Clark. Exactly, yeah. I think he was already inside when we came. Denise says, so sorry, just got here. What happened in court today? So just for a quick summation, Harvey did a kangaroo court hearing for the 4 attackers from July 14th. Basically wiped away the police report, gave them $100 fines, and sent them on their way. They didn't even let me inside, so I couldn't even see Keisha Stokes, my attacker. So it was just a travesty of justice, and we're going to appeal. We're going to do whatever, you know, we need to do. Jedi doesn't have a skeleton in the closet. He's got a whole cemetery. Exactly, yeah. And another thing that pisses me off is when he says, and even the judges bought into this bullshit, where he's like, well, he talks about me, Your Honor. He has videos about me. Well, yeah, duh, fucking idiots. Like, so imagine this. If someone were to, let's say, attack you or your spouse or whatever, like, you just wouldn't wouldn't talk about their name. You would just say, "Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just sue and let the courts handle it. You know, I won't worry about it." No, you're going to be mentioning that person every day until you know that they get justice, and maybe even after that. So don't listen to those bullshit arguments. He's trying to control the narrative and make himself the victim. We are the victims. You chose to work for Clark. You chose to come here to our communities and attack us and make our lives like hell. So don't you complain, and judges, shame on you for going for that and buying into that stupid logic, because maybe you're afraid, but it still doesn't excuse violating the law, not upholding the law. He's not the victim. Clark is not the victim. Jed's not the victim. Keisha's not the victim. None of these people, they're not the victims. Don't let them control the narrative. We will not do that. Okay? We won't do that. Trina do yeah, Jed, I met Pritzker. Right. I'll never live in Illinois. I have relatives there, but north and south of the south. Right. Yeah. So, you know, they'll try to do that to discredit, which is, it's just like the stupidest thing. It's like, okay, wait, let me get this right. So let's say I get to know a neighbor, think he's a nice person, okay? One day I hear, oh, he's good at helping to build sheds. I invite him over to help me build my shed. He stabs me and seriously injures me. So I go to court, and then I'm gonna have the defendant or the judge say, oh, well, why are you talking about him? Well, why did you invite him over, right? Like, is it my fault that my neighbor stabbed me because I thought he was a helpful person? Because I thought, oh, hey, maybe he could help out with this, you know? So that's also a part of the narrative. No, we can talk about Jed anytime we want. That does not make what he did right. If someone rapes you, does that mean you're not supposed to talk about them? No, that's called, that's called victim shaming. So we don't accept that. No, we can say his name as many fucking times as we want, because he will face justice. He will face justice. 100 fines to whom? Yeah, just to the city, I guess. So fighting Clark and you'll get 100. Right, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, I had to express that again, because that's just a total bullshit story, and I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of hearing that from his goons. You know, why do you talk about it? Yeah, you know, if someone punches you in the face or, you know, calls you a child molester, you're probably gonna talk about them and want to get some justice and say, hey, stop doing this stuff. It's wrong and it's illegal. I think that's pretty logical. So stop with the victim shaming already. And don't buy into that narrative. All right, guys, anything else, or I'm going to let you go? All right, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.